Hello everyone and welcome to the next tutorial video. Just a recap on what we did in the previous tutorial. We learned how to add an image to your homepage, the banner. So how to add a banner, how to resize it, how to add the course title, how to add and remove course modules on your homepage, and how to customize the theme. So now let's move on to the next section. This is how to edit the menu in your Blackboard course. So the menu is everything you see right here. So by default you have a bunch of stuff on here. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is we're going to edit it and make it look like the final video that I showed you in the introduction. So I have a little image of it. So this is what the menu is going to look like after we make the edits. As you can see, we got everything separated with dividers and everything's organized. So let's go over how to do this. First thing we're going to do, if you look at the plus right here, you point the finger at the plus and you see you got options. You got a content area, module page, blank page. You've got a tool link, web link, course link, subheader, and divider. Now, first let me start out with divider. What divider does is it'll create a line like the one you see right here. So if we just click on divider, you can see right here you've got a line. So what you can do is you can just move this. So you want to wait till you get the four-pointed arrow, and you can just hold down the mouse and you can move this divider up. So we're going to separate the name of the course, in this case is Sandbox. I'm going to put it right there. Now, so as you can see right here, see we got divider there, and we got divider there. Now we're going to do a subheader. So we're going to split everything up. As you can see here, I've got course information split up, course material, student resources, so everything will be nice and organized and chunked together, making it easier for students to find information, making it more accessible. So we're going to add a subheader titled course information. So again, we click the plus, click on subheader, and we're going to call this course information. Okay, and then click on submit. There you go, showed up down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, again, point the arrow to the side here until you get the four-sided arrow and just drag this up right there. So we got course information. So as compared to this, again, we got the line, the subdivider right there. We've got this subheading course information. Now we're going to start listing everything under the subheading course information. First thing to do, you can leave the home page titled homepage. So if you want to change it to home, all you do is you see that down point arrow, just click on that and you click on rename link and just get rid of the page, click on the green check, and voila, you've got home. So again, we've got home. Now we're going to add course announcements. Now there's already a link for course announcements, so what we're going to do is we're going to rename this. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the down pointing arrow, rename link, okay, and then we're going to call this course announcements. Again, click on the green check, and there we go, we've got course announcements now. So next we're going to add the instructor link. Now this is going to be information about yourself. So anything you want to tell your students about yourself, you know, your specialties, what you're studying, etc. So we're going to click on plus, and we're going to do a blank page. And we're going to call this instructor. And you want to check available to users. If you don't check this box, then the users will not be able to see this link. So I'm going to check available to users, click on submit. There we go, we got the instructor link now. And again, we're going to move this up to right below course announcements. And right here you can see automatically pulls up a text editor where you can add information about yourself, but we're going to do this in a later tutorial. So okay, so now we're going to add the textbook. Right here, the textbook links. All we do is we're going to hit the plus again, and we're going to do a content area this time. So click on content area, and we're going to call this textbooks. Now here you can list all the textbooks that students need for your class. And again, you're going to check the available users box, click on submit. And there you go, you got textbooks. And you just move this up right below instructor. So now we've got subheading course information, we've got home, course announcements, instructor, test books. Next, we're going to add the syllabus. So what we do, we're going to click on the plus, and we're going to add a blank page again. So click on blank page, and then type in syllabus. Again, check the box available to users, click on submit. Okay, and there is syllabus. So we're going to, again, you're going to point the arrow to the side here, to this double-sided arrow, until you get the four-sided arrow, and then you're going to hold down the mouse and you can just move it up to right below textbooks. So now we've got all this. Now we're going to add class schedule. Now this is the part where we're going to add the readings, any assignments due. So you want to kind of separate everything so it's easy for students to find. So now we're going to add the class schedule. Once again, we're going to hit the plus. We're going to add a blank page. We're going to call this class schedule. Click on available to users. Click on submit. Okay, there we go, class schedule. So we're going to move this up below syllabus. And it's compared here. So that's it. So that's everything for course information. Now we want to do another divider right below class schedule and start the course materials. This is the actual course content. So what we do is, again, hit plus, click on divider, and there's a divider. They show up at the bottom here, and again you're going to point the arrow, this double-sided arrow, until you get to four-sided arrow. Hold down the mouse and just drag this up right below class schedule. So there you go. So you got all the course information separated from the top and the bottom by a divider. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to do course materials. So again, we're going to go up to the plus right here. We're going to click on subheader, and we're going to title this course materials. Click on submit. Okay, and there we go. So we got course materials. Now, as you can see here, there's another subheading, course information. Now, if you want to get rid of something, all you do is you click on that down point arrow right there, and you just click on delete. And I'll ask you, are you sure you want to delete? Click on OK. Okay, and there you go. So now that subheading is gone, and you just got course materials. Now let's add some more stuff to the menu. So we're going to add class assignments next. So what we're going to do for this one is we're going to add a content folder for class assignments. So click on the plus, click on content area, and then type class assignments. Available to users. Click on submit. And again, it's going to appear at the bottom here. Move this up to below course materials. Okay, now you got class assignments. Now, when I say content area, think of a content area as like a manila folder. And then within that manila folder, you've got a bunch of other files. So all the other files are going to be your course assignments. So, let me rephrase this. So we've got a manila folder called class assignments, and within that manila folder, we're going to have other folders that break down each assignment. So if you have one paper, so one folder is going to be paper 1, one folder is going to be paper 2, etc. So I hope that kind of helps to break it down a little bit. Now we're going to add an introduction blog, class discussion board, and then we're going to add supplemental resources for students. So first, the student introduction blog. What we're going to do for this, we click on plus, and we're going to add a tool link. And we're going to call this introduction blog. And then we're going to scroll down. These are all the tools that are available. So we're going to look at, try to find blogs right there, blogs. Click on available to users, submit. And remember, we'll add content to the blog later on in another tutorial. Right now I just want to get you to set up the menu to where it looks right, and then we can fill everything in later in the next tutorials. Okay, so we got introduction blog, and we're going to move this up to right below class assignments. Okay, so now we're going to do class discussion board. Same thing. It's going to be a tool link. We're going to click on the plus, click on tool link, and we're going to title this class discussion board. And we're going to search for the tool now. We're going to look for discussion board right there. Check available to users, click on submit. Okay, and there we go. There's the class discussion board link. We're going to move this up to there, right below introduction blog. Now we're going to add class supplemental resources. Now this is stuff that just extra information for students about like MLA format, how to write a paper, etc. You can add whatever you want in here. Now I've got a bunch of stuff added to the final course. We'll go through some other tutorials, and I'm also going to have a folder set up for you guys. that I'll email you, they'll have all these links that you can use for your own class. So let's add the class supplemental resources. Now we're going to add a content area like we do for assignments. So we're going to hit plus, content area. Okay, we're going to name it class supplemental resources available to users. Submit. Okay, there you go. It's right there at the bottom. We're just going to move this up to go right below class discussion board. Right there. All right. Now we're going to do another subdivider and then do student resources. Now for student resources, we're going to have a link for the grades and a link for email to where they can send email to you or other students within the class through Blackboard. So let's go back up to the plus right here. Let's do a divider. And there it is, divider showed up at the bottom again. We're going to move this up and place it right below class supplemental resources. Now we're going to create a new subheading called student resources. So we're going to move back up here. Click on plus, subheader, and I'm going to call this student resources. Click on submit, and it's going to show up at the bottom again, right there. And we're going to move this up to go right below the divider, right there. So we got student resources now. Now under student resources, we're going to add my grades, which there's already a link for that, and send emails. All we got to do is just move this up to the place we want. So we're going to move up my grades to go right below student resources. We're going to move up send email. Now as you notice, there's other links here too. There's groups, tools, help. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, keep it simple and just focus on the basic functions of Blackboard to create your course. We're going to get rid of these. So we're going to check the down point arrow, click on delete, click on OK. I'm going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete? Okay, we're going to do the same thing for tools and help. So we're going to click on the down point arrow, click on delete, delete that as well. Okay, and then we're going to delete the help link. Same thing, click on the down point arrow, click on delete, click on OK, and there we go. So now, as you noticed, we've got the menu set up. We've got two links here we got to get rid of. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of content, and we're going to get rid of discussions. There we go. So now we've got our menu completed, and it matches the final setup of the course, the one I showed you in the introduction video. Everything's identical, so we've got everything ready to go. So now all we got to do is we got to plug in information. We've got to add the content, we've got to add syllabus, information, textbooks, etc. So again, now that we have the base set up, we can just start adding the actual content to each of these links. Alright guys, as I mentioned, I'm going to show you the student view. So right here, this is the student view. So this is what the students will actually see. As you can see, it's the menu, everything's organized and easy to find. So way to go, you guys are doing great so far. Now it's time to complete the tasks and activities. And what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing that we just did in this tutorial in your own Sandbox course. So you're going to create a menu item to look identical to this right here. Now again, and I'll have this image also included in the task activity, so you can kind of follow the way it's supposed to look. So you can copy all the links and everything just like the image. Or you can revert back to the tutorials if you need help, or the introduction video. Alright, that's it guys. Great work. You're almost getting there.